not this expression. Okay, so now previously we used the date function, and now come to the filter function this time. So what is the filter function is? Filter function that allow you to control your data there as per need. So talk about the filter. So we have filter many options, which is all, cross functions, all except, all no blank rows, and all selected, calculate, and calculate table. Most of the people we can say stuck when use which option should I use that. Okay? We will try to explore all options, and so that we can understand where we should use this one and other options too. So let's begin with the all function. All function, let's read it first, then we'll go to the continue. So return all rows table, return all value column ignoring the filters, and might have the applied useful footer and clear the calculating all row in the table. In a simple layman language, if you say so. Anyone have any questions, so put in the comment. You can say chat, and please confirm, can you hear me now? Two things must confirm that. Okay, let me check in my in a simple layman language. Okay, so suppose I am using the all function. So what happened that I wanted to use the DAX function here, that I want, if any filter applied, filter is going to clear it up, and then it should be display whatever I column pass it. So let's pass it by example for you. I want total sales in a particular country. So we want total sales underscore Canada. But remember, the value that I'm going to use is constant. I don't want to impact anything. So calculate. I wanted to use total sales finance data. But one thing remember, I don't want filters. So use filter all, and then financial table, close the bracket, then use the condition country finance country is equal to Canada, CANADA, Canada. Okay, let's close all of them. So now if I select the any value that is going to we can say let's use it. Okay, so total sales of Canada, let me display the number instead of chart. We have 24.89. What I need to do, I want that financial table has the country slicer. Okay, let me pick up the product name, okay, and change to the slicer. I want, if I select this, it should impact this, because each country is selling the product, but see this, there is no impact on into it. Why? Because whenever I select use the all function, it doesn't allow to, we can say, filter it. So it doesn't impact dynamic filter in it. So the problem is that, but I wanted to see the Canada, which product, how much quantity have been sold. How do you check that? That you can check it with the different many ways, but meanwhile I'm going to tell the all function, how all function works. Okay, so hope anyone have any questions, put in the comment, and so that I can try to answer the question. And meanwhile, if you're watching, so please don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel. Okay, let's do the next part, all cross filter. So now what I need to do, I wanted to cross filter with the one table to another table. So clear the all filter are applied in the table. Means suppose I'm using any measure, anything And what happened when I pass the formula, it it doesn't allow me to, we can say, pass the value. Means I remove the filter, you can say that. So let me show you. Let's change it a bit. You can cross the line. Obviously, you can cross the filter. So we have the sales, total sales, total sales. Pass the first, calculate sum, then sales, and then we have the you can say is cross filter. Cross filter is the name of the function, which is cross filter, all cross filters. Okay, so all cross filters, see this, clear the all feature will find in specific table. In with whatever filter we have given to them in the specific filter, that is going to clear it up. So let's do it. So to this, pass the financial sample. I don't want to keep any filter, I remove it. Okay, next we have the filter one. Obviously if you pass the expression, then you must keep the next part, which is clear table, then pass the expression. I want filters should be greater than, you can say greater than 200 $200. Okay, so now let's close it. Whatever filter is going to pass, it clear it up everything. Okay, already used the bracket, so let me use together. When you use the cross filter, remember that. Okay. Let's see that. So total sales. I want only 200 plus values that we have. Okay. So let's click into it. No longer QN is required. Okay. We don't have much data into it, so I think that result doesn't appear. So let's check what is the value we have. Oh, doesn't display anything. If I pass the country name, what happened? See this, the value which I given to them. If I give the not equal to blank, not equal to blank, then let's see what happened. All data is coming. Why? Because using the cross filter, so it doesn't allow to filter the we can say category wise, and that reason giving the same result for all. It just give the total. So remember, cross filter means whatever filter you have, it just ignore it. Cross options. Let's move to the next part, which is the function is that any doubt you can paste in the chat. Your questions will try to answer it. Okay, and there is a direct indirect maintenance relationship between the fact cells and dim table. Means relationship is required. If anyone asks that is this relationship required, say definitely. Without relationship won't be work. Limitation: this function doesn't support the direct query and the calculate column when used in calculate column. Okay, and our row level security also doesn't support that. So these are the basic we can say understanding it has. Means basic things it is. Okay, all except what I need to do, I got the problem. Okay, as situation says that remove all contrast filter level except filter that apply in specific column. So what happened, I have a category that I should select always, and other options can be changed, and the total. So which is called, like suppose we have a country, and I wanted to pass the major. So country, and I want to see product. Let's see that. So totals, country sales. Okay. So I want that. I want to see the total sales. Don't have any problem. So suppose I'm using the sales. Okay. Let me use the financial sales. Close it. And I have two filters I want to give. One is country, and the other one is which is another that I wanted to pass it product. Okay. So it's suppose I want to see the country sales. So we fixed constant the country. You can say country. Maybe country different, but different one product we have as well. So all except, then we have the financial, then column name is country. With the country is not equal to blank. Okay, at any cost. Next, you can put minimum not equal to blank. So whosoever wanted to talk to me, join the group, join the MS team so that you can do it. People wanted to join the, we can say, let's share the link on the, like I missed it. Okay. Anyone have any questions? So please join the group. Join the MS team. If you talk to me, so join the MS team. Okay, I'm already joined. I think I missed to share the link. So okay. So now, suppose I'm using the we can say all except function. So not equal to blank. Should we pass the condition so that it should not. We can say. Let me show you. So here we have the table name, column name. So let's read. Table over the which all context filter are removed except filter those who column specific subsequent arguments. Okay, otherwise, like suppose the condition that you wanted to pass it, okay, that must be aware. Must be must all filter remove except filter those column that is specific subsequent argument. Yani the table was argument that we need to pass it. Okay, and the column which contains filter must be preserved. So must preserve it. So like all table, all column, all except. So remove all context filter table filter applied in the specific column. So see example, we have sales and total redeem date table, year column. So you can pass this way, that I already did it. Okay. So I wanted to pass the exactly same. Let me give the one country name. Not needed. Leave it as it is. Okay. We need to use all then, otherwise it will give the problem. Okay. So let's use it. Getting another image table and use the remove total sales. Say this. Data obviously is not correct because data it should not possible to each country have the same amount, but just I'm giving the filter example. Okay, not this one. Wait, which one we have? Total country self-financial, remove all cumulative gross sales. Where is the measure that I created there? Oh, this one. So we have the total sales by gross. Okay. So see this. It has the total, but what happened when we selected, the filter is not allowed to aggregate by category wise, and that filter is stopping to give the correct value. So means when I wanted to system wanted to be total by the Canada against, doesn't allow that. It says you must consider total, not one. So what happened that one constant filter can be applied and rest one to rest can be can modify. But like suppose two filter we have, one fix it and rest can be you can say dynamically select and modify that. So this way we can do that. Let's move next filter, which is little complex, guys. You must read and try to use it your end, and if you problem definitely let me know. Read, this is the very important. And dax, okay, all no blanks row. So no blanks row, I don't want to see any I wanted to remove the all filters, no blanks. So that use this function, simple table name and column name, pass it will automatically remove it. So must pass the with the contacts filter. So calculate function is going to help you. Do not use directly, it won't give any result. So until unless using the you can say this count rows all blank with the function all row blank and all. Next we have all selected. All selected is allow you to you can say all selected is allow you to you can say like I'm using calculated filter and calculated filter and sorry, calculated with filter. So you know whenever you use cumulative cells we need to check the each row so that we can total it out. So here we will cumulative cells. I give the example, be like I use calculate function, sum by the total sales, but the filter I pass it with the all selected calendar date. Why I'm using the all? Select all. Select all is going to consider each row, and I need my filter go by each row so that I can see the total of my the cumulative cells. That maybe this date and that date have some value that are going to total by each row. So that's the reason we are using all selected. It will pick up the each row, and obviously cumulative cell says that column 1 row 1 plus row 2, then row plus row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. This way is going to increase that. So you must you can say follow this way. Next, calculate, you know, the calculated table. Now I wanted to create the new table with the certain conditions. So I want only one table, which is you can say only Canada cells I want in my table. So Canada table, Canada cells table, okay, equal to calculate table, then pass the table in financial. I want country equal to Canada. Apart from them, I don't need that. So what it will do? Let me do it. Calculated table, finance table that you wanted to pass it, and one value those, and it will give the condition that I want only Canada cells. Canada country data I need, apart from the other data I don't need that. So see this country, what this spelling, CANADA, calculator finance customer, no, not a customer, finance cells, finance country, okay, and now apply it. series. Only we have the respective data, other we don't have. So like suppose we have a 2, 3, 4, we can say data, so we can customize that and use it. Okay. Rahul, do you want me to share my screen? Maybe like that. Okay, perfect. So now we have the this way you can calculate your tables. Okay. So now suppose Canada sales table I wanted to create that, so by using this condition you can do that as well. Okay. Next part is that earliest date. What it mean earliest, earlier and earliest? So let it return the current value of the specific column after evaluation passed to the mentioned column. And earliest, earlier. Return the current value specific column after evaluation passed the specified column. So let's pass the earlier and earliest. New column. Earlier date. Earliest and return the column value that is specified. Column number. Optional positive number. Count rows, give the example, count sales, count rows, that example we have, and table name Canada sales, and then we use the earlier, column name, date, sales date. Right here. Earlier date we have earlier date product subcategory sales not reported is total plus 1. So I want that, so must pass this column name, so I wanted to pass the Canada finance Canada. Okay, wait, I think it's not supporting that. Let me use the imager to show you. Imager we can pass it earlier. I just calculate. Then we have the count rows, and then Canada sales, it, and then we have the earliest date, column name date, comma, okay, it's optional, doesn't appear. Here is picking it up, why is not showing? Filter, let's use the filter. I think directly doesn't work. Filter. Okay, okay. I made a mistake. So what you need to do, alias directly doesn't support that. Okay. I think so. Then we use earlier and then pass the. Well, the problem will be same. Okay, don't worry. I'll give the. I don't have example right now. I'll create the example and show you next session so that I can give the correct information. Do not lose the time. Okay. Next part. Filter. Filter is simple. You can pass the table name and the expression that you wanted to give it. So I pass anywhere. Say this. Here I have the filter and they'll all selected, and the calendar is calendar date and greater than, so less than, greater than, less than is equal to max, and then pass this way. So this is the filter process. And then we have index. Obviously, if you're looking for the index, then must have the, see this, in index or one and all year calendar, whatever calendar you have, so you can index it as well. So see this 205. So let's check what value should be appear if I select in here. I haven't tested it. I never okay, index tags, okay, index position 1, maybe to position 2, and calendar date. Order by date, calendar date. Other option is you can say other option is optional. Oh, so your expression in multiple columns cannot promote scale value. Oh, perfect. Here we have a calendar. Calendars means function says index 1 due date calendar year. I don't want to keep any filters and pass the custom date. Custom date, what is the date? Calendar date, sorry, calendar, not custom calendar date. Let's see what happens. I think I have to create the great example. We started from the index 2. Oh, see this, all date has been true. It means second column date appear on the all columns. Means suppose where you can use, sometime we have the we can say we have the specific date required for the all column, then you can use index and pass it. If I change 3, let's see what happens. Means whatever stems we have, it will display. Yeah, same way. Thank you, at least I learned new thing. Okay, perfect. Keep filter. I want that the value that I'm going to use is constant the filter. Filter should not be removed at any cost. Okay, so to keep filter, we have the here x. So we use the sum x and value keep filter value cells column, then close it, then keep filter, no sir, country, pass the country, keep filter and close it, and then pass the argument here. So we need to pass the cells column here, total cells, financial cells. Value we have cells, filter keep it, cells with means if you have what happened that sometime we are using any value, So what happened that filter is going to ignore your we can say logic. So in that scenario, you use this way filter. Maybe in different way also you can test it out. But yeah, this way you can definitely going to help your situation, and you will try to implement that. Okay. So let's use this financial country, and I wanted to use the cells here. I didn't close the bracket yet, but expression should not pass it. Okay. Single value expected instead of column. Okay, wait. Let's pass this way. I'm going to pass this way and constant filter. Keep filter finance. I need here we need to pass the table. So I want keep filter my financial table with value this. Okay. But value is not needed. We need to sum it. We have sum x already. It will work it. Okay, let's test it data. What is the values coming? If I select that, keep filter. We have the keep filter. Okay, sum x, and then I wanted to use the country name. So to this, am I give any filter? No. But see this, it's coming only one filter, which is sum x. So keep filter is strongly stop the your data in your control so that you can see only respective data if you need it. See this Canada cells only display here. So let's check is there any filter applied in this. No, we don't have filter. When first value is coming the row, they pick up that and its constant filter should become on it. Either maybe means you fix your ignore it and then you can do it. Let's move to the next part, which is lookup value. So lookup value has the I think for today we stop here, and I'll create more examples so that you can understand. And since we have less time today, so next week we'll do, we can say, uh, new we can say more example in each we can say in each file and each formula so that you can understand more. Okay, so see you in next week. By the way, thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Okay, bye.